The fruit betrayal. 5. Healthy fruits, secretly destroying your sleep. The clock strikes 2 a.m. In the crushing, absolute silence of the night, your eyes snap open. It's not a sound that woke you. It's a feeling. A familiar, dreaded pressure deep within your body. A silent alarm that signals the beginning of another broken night, another battle you are destined to lose. You drag yourself out of the warmth and comfort of your bed, your feet hitting the shockingly cold floor. And as you begin that lonely, shuffling walk to the bathroom, a wave of pure frustration washes over you. You ask the same question you ask every single night. Why? Why is my body betraying me? You blame it on age, a convenient but hollow excuse. You blame it on that last glass of water, on a bladder that has simply given up on you. But what if I told you the betrayal isn't coming from within your body at all? What if the real saboteur, the secret enemy orchestrating this nightly torture, is hiding in plain sight, disguised as one of the healthiest choices you make every day? What if that sweet, juicy orange you enjoyed after dinner, believing you were flooding your body with vitamin C, is the very weapon being used to shatter your sleep? This is the brutal, unspoken truth that keeps millions of people, maybe even you, trapped in a relentless cycle of exhaustion. They suffer night after agonizing night, their precious energy drained, their moods soured, their health slowly eroding, never once suspecting that the enemy isn't their age. The enemy is sitting innocently in their fruit bowl. Today, we are pulling back the curtain to expose this great fruit betrayal. We are going to name the 5 so-called healthy fruits that are secretly fueling your nighttime misery. And more importantly, we will reveal the 5 powerful, bladder-calming fruits that hold the key to you finally sleeping through the night. This is not just another health video. This is your rescue plan. This is your declaration of independence from the tyranny of the sleepless night. But before we unmask the culprits, I need you to participate in a quick, crucial experiment. Right now, go to the comments and type the one fruit you eat most often in the evening. Don't hesitate or overthink it. The very first one that pops into your head. That single word could be the most important clue you get today, the key that unlocks this entire mystery for you. So why now? Why, after 60, 70, or even 80 years of relative peace, does your bladder suddenly declare an all-out war on your sleep? The answer is a devastating 1-2 punch that your body is throwing against itself, and you have been caught in the crossfire. First, your body's master hormonal clock begins to falter. A crucial hormone called ADH, or antidiuretic hormone, acts as your body's nighttime water warden. Its job is to signal your kidneys to slow down urine production dramatically while you sleep. But as we age, our brain produces less of this vital hormone. The warden essentially falls asleep on the job. Without its command, your kidneys keep working the day shift all night long, producing far more fluid than they should, and relentlessly filling your bladder. But that's just the setup for the main event. The real catastrophic problem is what happens to the bladder itself. Over decades of use and due to hormonal shifts, it becomes dangerously hypersensitive. The delicate network of nerves that line the bladder wall, which were once calm and patient, become jumpy, anxious, and permanently trigger-happy. Think of your bladder as a high-security fortress. In your youth, the alarm system was perfectly calibrated. It only went off when there was a genuine, full-scale invasion, meaning when your bladder was truly, undeniably full. Now, after years of service, that same alarm system is faulty. Its sensitivity has been cranked to the absolute maximum. A leaf blowing past the fortress walls is now mistaken for an attacking army. Even a tiny, pathetic amount of urine, just half a glass, is now enough to send the nerves into a full-blown panic, screaming at your brain, "Wake up! This is a code red emergency." Let me be clear. Your bladder isn't weak. It is inflamed. It isn't failing. It is overreacting. This is the moment where the fruit you eat transforms from a trusted friend into a deadly foe. Many of the most common, beloved fruits are loaded with acid. When you eat them, your body metabolizes them. And where do you think that acid ends up? It's processed by your liver and kidneys and dumped directly into your urine. This highly acidic urine then washes over your already inflamed, panicked bladder lining hour after hour, all night long. It is the chemical equivalent of pouring lemon juice on a fresh burn. This constant low-grade acidic irritation is the final straw. It pushes your bladder over the edge, guaranteeing that it will fire off those false alarms, forcing you to wake up again and again. The battle for a peaceful night is not being fought in the pharmacy. It is being fought on your dinner plate. Now let's arm you with the 5 fruits you need to win that battle. The 5 bladder-calming fruits you must eat. In the war against nighttime urination, the banana is the ultimate diplomat. It is one of the least acidic fruits on Earth, meaning it arrives in your system as a peacemaker, not an agitator. Its true superpower, however, is its incredible payload of 2 crucial minerals, potassium and magnesium. Think of this as the potassium-magnesium peace treaty. Potassium is a natural muscle relaxant that soothes the twitchy, spastic detrusor muscle of your bladder. Magnesium complements this by calming the nerves themselves. Together, they tell your entire urinary system to stand down, relax, and stop overreacting to every little sensation. Number 2, the papaya. Papaya is a digestive miracle, and this is profoundly important. It contains a unique enzyme called papain, which breaks down proteins and other foods in your stomach with incredible efficiency. This prevents the evening gas and bloating that can create immense physical pressure on your bladder as you lie down. But its secret weapon is its gentle alkalizing effect. It actively works to neutralize acid in your system. While an orange creates urine that feels like a caustic acid wash, papaya helps create urine that feels like a soothing, healing balm. It literally changes the chemical nature of the fluid inside you from an irritant into a comfort. The pear is a quiet, unassuming hero, especially for anyone who suffers from the double curse of bladder urgency and constipation. A hidden and massively underappreciated cause of bladder pressure is a full, impacted intestine pushing physically against it. The pear contains a unique combination of soluble fiber and a natural sugar alcohol called sorbitol, which acts as a gentle internal broom, drawing water into the colon and ensuring everything moves smoothly and regularly. By pacifying your digestive system, you eliminate the noisy, aggressive neighbor that keeps waking up your bladder all night long. Now, this sounds like pure insanity. Watermelon is 92% water. Common sense screams that it's the worst possible fruit to eat. And you would be absolutely right if you eat it at the wrong time. Watermelon contains a potent antioxidant, lycopene, which is a verified superstar for reducing inflammation throughout the urinary tract and supporting prostate health in men. To get these incredible healing benefits without the disastrous nighttime consequences, you must obey one critical, non-negotiable law. Eat watermelon only before 2 p.m. This is not a suggestion. It is absolute. This gives your body a massive 8 to 10 hour window to process all that liquid. So by the time your head hits the pillow, the water is long gone, but the healing, anti-inflammatory magic remains, working silently through the night. This humble, often overlooked backyard fruit is nature's hidden pharmacy for bladder health. Guava is bursting with vitamin C, but unlike its aggressive citrus cousins, it has significantly lower levels of irritating citric acid. It also contains unique natural compounds that act as a mild anti-inflammatory agent, specifically for the urinary tract. I once received a letter from a retired teacher whose life had been reduced to a series of 2-hour naps. She started eating 1 guava at 4 p.m. daily. Within a week, the constant burning sensation vanished, and she was sleeping for 5 hours straight, for the first time in a decade. Now that you know your allies, it's time to unmask the 5 traitors. The 5 fruits you must avoid after sunset. This is the most famous villain on our list, yet millions still fall into its seductive, vitamin C-laced trap. You drink a glass of fresh juice, feeling virtuous, like you're swallowing a burst of pure health. In reality, you are swallowing a concentrated acid bomb. The citric acid is a direct chemical assault on your bladder, guaranteed to provoke a reaction. If you have citrus in your home, it must be relegated to a morning-only treat. To consume it after dinner is to willingly and knowingly sacrifice your own sleep. Pineapple's sweet, tropical flavor is a clever disguise for a mechanism of pure internal chaos. It's not just its high acidity. The enzyme bromelain unleashes a storm of digestive activity at the worst possible time. At night, this creates a churning, gurgling pressure in your gut that your hypersensitive bladder misinterprets as a desperate need to empty. It's a manufactured false alarm, sending you on a pointless trip to the bathroom, all thanks to that innocent-looking slice of pineapple. Small, sweet, and seemingly harmless, grapes are a trifecta of terror for your nighttime bladder. First, they are loaded with sugar and water, forcing your kidneys into emergency overtime. But the real menace is their skins. For an aging gut, the skins are remarkably tough to digest. Eaten at night, they sit and ferment, becoming tiny, efficient gas-producing factories in your abdomen. This creates a painful, bloated pressure cooker that pushes relentlessly against your bladder wall all night long. For decades, you have been told to drink cranberry juice for urinary health. This is perhaps the single most dangerous and widespread piece of health misinformation for people with your condition. Let me be perfectly clear. Cranberry works for a bacterial infection by making urine more acidic to kill the bacteria. But your problem is not infection, it is irritation. Using cranberry juice for an irritable bladder is like trying to soothe a third-degree burn with a steel wool scrub brush. You are literally using the problem as the solution. It is a catastrophic mistake. Yes, botanically, it's a fruit, and it is the stealthiest saboteur of them all. The acid in raw tomatoes is bad enough, but they also contain the particularly nasty compound called oxalic acid. This substance can form microscopic, razor-sharp crystals in your urine. Now, imagine those tiny, invisible daggers scraping and scratching against your sensitive bladder lining all night long. That is the physical reality of an evening tomato salad. The irritation is chronic, physical, and relentless. Cook your tomatoes to break down the acid, but you must avoid them raw in the evening at all costs. In the ancient wisdom of Ayurveda, our digestive power, our Agni, is described as a fire that mirrors the sun. It blazes brightest at midday and dwindles to a mere ember after sunset. Modern science confirms this. Your digestive system is a factory that essentially closes down for the night. Eating any fruit, even a good one, too close to bedtime is like forcing the night shift to do a full day's work with half the staff and flickering lights. The result is chaos. Food sits, it rots, it ferments. The unbreakable law for a peaceful night is this: finish all fruit consumption at least 2 to 3 hours before you lie down to sleep. This is non-negotiable. I will never forget the email from a woman named Mina, a retired teacher who had resigned herself to a life of perpetual exhaustion. Waking 3, 4, sometimes 5 times a night had become her normal. She had tried everything, and she had given up hope. On my advice, she made one tiny, almost laughably simple change. She swapped her nightly glass of orange juice for a few slices of ripe papaya at 7 p.m. The result? She slept for 6 uninterrupted hours for the first time in over a decade. No pills, no expensive treatments, no complicated routines. Just one simple, powerful choice. This is the power that is now in your hands. The solution was never in a pill bottle. It was on your plate all along. This is not about deprivation. This is about liberation. It's about you making a conscious choice to seize control, to end the tyranny of the sleepless night, and to finally rewrite the story of your health and your vitality. I want you to try this for yourself. Conduct your own experiment. For the next 3 days, make a commitment. Strictly avoid the 5 saboteur fruits in the evening and consciously incorporate one of the 5 calming fruits instead. That's it. Just 3 days. See what happens. Feel the difference. If you are ready to stop being a victim of your bladder, if you are truly committed to getting the deep, healing, restorative sleep your body and soul are crying out for, then I want you to make a public declaration right now. Go to the comments and type this powerful sentence: I am taking back my nights. Let this be your promise to yourself. Let it be a rallying cry for every single person in this community who has suffered in silence. We are done with sleepless nights. And if this video has been a wake-up call for you, if it has opened your eyes to a new possibility, please show your support by hitting the like button, share it with anyone you know who is struggling, and be sure to subscribe to Wisdom Free and press that bell icon. The knowledge we share here can truly change your life. Until we meet again, may your nights be quiet, your sleep be deep, and your spirit be light.